to Lesson 8 in Module 4. This is all about uploading keywords into our AdWords account. And I'm going to show you some new cool tools that we haven't looked at before as part of this training as well. So before we do that, quick recap as always. We've spent this entire module looking at account structure. We've gone through every element of account structure that we need to understand in order to run effective campaigns. We now need, though, to create our campaigns with our keywords in them. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and to do that we're going to use a new tool. That tool is something called AdWords Editor. Now we haven't talked about this before, and this is the first time we're introducing it in this video. Essentially, AdWords Editor is a tool that Google provide free of charge for people to manage AdWords accounts. All it does is provide a different interface for doing the work you would normally do in your AdWords account. It doesn't give you new features particularly, it doesn't change anything, it just gives you an offline and faster way basically to edit AdWords accounts. What you'll find when you use AdWords Editor is for big changes and big edits, it's much faster than you could ever do them using the interface. That's why we're introducing it at this point, so that we can show you how to upload your keyword lists from the spreadsheets that we've created already into AdWords Editor, and from Editor into the AdWords interface itself. It's a shortcut to make it faster. If you prefer to use the interface to do what we're going to do, you're absolutely fine. That is not a problem at all. We do it this way for speed and ease. So the first thing you need to go in to do is to actually get a copy of AdWords Editor. And I've put the link on the screen there. It's also available for you to click below. It works on Windows and Mac, and it takes you a few minutes. I'm just going to flick to a screen to show you. So this is the page. Go here, choose what operating environment you want, whether it's Windows or Mac, and click on download. It's as simple as that. It will allow you to download that application for free very quickly. And as it says here, you can use bulk edits, you can use it to import and export files. You can view stats, you can copy paste. It's just a faster, neater way to use AdWords. It's a little bit of a weird interface in its own right, but for our purposes, it does a job very quickly and very simply. So, once you've got that and you've downloaded it, I'm going to show you the interface in a second. You're going to open it. We're going to click on Add, which is the big button at the top left of the screen. Going to link our AdWords account to it and download our account data. Now as I go through this, I'm going to need to pause this video a couple of times just as I type in passwords and things. So we'll jump in and out as we go through. So let's get started. I have downloaded the AdWords Editor and I've opened it up, and you can see what it looks like on my screen now. So as I said in the previous one, we're going to click on Add. And if you're already signed into Google with your AdWords account, that's no problem. You can just click on Open Browser. I'm not. I use a different account to our MCC AdWords account, so I'm going to click on Use an App Browser to sign in. I'm going to pause the video while I do that, and then resume in a couple of seconds. Right, so I've now logged into my AdWords account, and I've clicked on the download button, and it's downloaded my test campaign that we're going to use for this exercise. You will see that the very simple interface we saw when we first opened AdWords Editor has now changed quite dramatically. We can see my campaign on screen, and the way AdWords Editor works, just as a very quick overview, is the top half of the screen is always a list view, if you like. The bottom half of the screen is always the detail of any individual selected item. So in this case, the bottom half of the screen shows this selection here. If I click on the next one, it changes, and this is where we can do edits and those kind of things. Don't worry about learning all that for now. All we're going to do for now is upload our lists, and this is where it's really simple. So what we're going to do is come over to the left hand side where it says Manage, and we're going to choose Keywords and Targeting, and we're going to click on Keywords. Now we haven't got any keywords uploaded yet, and this is how we're going to do it. We click on this button here that says Make Multiple Changes, and it will bring up a new screen. And again, slightly confusing, but don't worry. If we go back to our keyword schedule that we created in Module 3, so this is way back in Module 3, we created a spreadsheet that looked like this. And what I didn't show you at the time was this right-hand column, which is the upload column. And the upload column, just make sure it picks up data from every single row here so we have a full list. And I said to you before, this list comes out in the format that AdWords Editor needs it to have, that we need to upload to AdWords. So all we do is this. And obviously you can have as many rows as you like, you can have whatever is in here. I'm just going to select all of this column here. I'm going to do Control C, going to copy it. I'm going to come back to AdWords Editor. And over here on the right hand side, ignore all this on the left, it's not important. Come to bulk change action, which is the default, add or update. We're going to leave it add or update. And we're going to just simply choose paste from clipboard. And you can see it's pasting my listing that I just copy pasted a second ago. I'm then going to tell it what the columns are that I'm importing. So my first column is my campaign name. My second column is my ad group. And my third column is my keyword. If I now do that and I check the box here to remember for future, all we need to do now to import our keywords into AdWords Editor is to click the process button. And what it's going to actually do is, by doing this way, it will create the campaigns for us. So if this campaign here, Veneers Exact, doesn't exist, which it doesn't, it will create the campaign. If it already exists and you've already put settings into it, providing you use the same name, it will just update that campaign and that ad group with whatever you've got in the keyword column. So if I click on process, okay, that's now processed, and you can see what it's done here. If I come onto this left hand side now, AdWords Editor is really good at highlighting changes for you. So what it's done is it's highlighted the fact that I have a new campaign called Veneers. You can see it's highlighted in green. If I open it up, we can see we now have some ad groups in here for best, cost, front, etc. And we can now look at the details of it. So if I look at keywords and targeting, keywords, here we go, front teeth veneers is in my front teeth group. It's done. It's taken care of that for us. So that's already there to go. Now it's showing a couple of errors in AdWords Editor because I haven't created bids and I haven't created the campaign budget, which we've looked at in the previous videos. Again, if I'd already created these, that would have already been done, but for the purpose of this, it isn't. All you need to do when you've done this and you've cleared any error messages is you click on the post button and it will post these changes into AdWords. So for each of your campaigns that you want to upload into AdWords, all you need to do is just come back into here, take your spreadsheet, be it exact or broad match modified, take your spreadsheet, copy paste into AdWords Editor, and you're good to go. I'm going to keep the proposed changes. You always have to tell it to keep or reject. Once I've kept them, it will let me then post them. Post them immediately synchronizes that with AdWords, and it's done, and you'll see it's ready to go. So, now that you know how to do that, all you need to do is go away and start and upload your keyword list into AdWords Editor. So all the settings that we looked at before, make sure they're applied to your account, and we're in good shape then to actually get this campaign live. All we need then is some ads. Bye for now.
Congratulations, you've just built an optimized account structure for your campaigns. In all the accounts that my team and I review every single day, only a handful will ever reach this level of optimization, so you are already a mile ahead. Now, get ready for Module 5, you are going to love it. I'm going to share with you the secret method of ad writing that enables our clients to beat their market consistently. It's an approach to ad creation that will give you an unfair advantage every time.